What's up, guys? Boy here. Today we're doing another video. Today we're taking a look at the 110 NRA clone. Let's begin. Well, the reason why I'm calling this the 110 NRA clone because, well, the sheath says NRA. I don't know, it's basically have involvement with the National Rifle Association, I guess. But who knows? But it's just literally just put NRA on the sheath. So the sheath is basically very much have that same look, or rather, basically see the basically two buttons on this sewn in, and of course, basically two pins on the belt loop, and of course a little button to snap into place. But this one's a little loose. You could see from that. When I pull it, you can definitely see why. It's oh look at that. It's gonna fall. It looks like it's about to fall off or something. So, and this is a brown sheath, similar to this guy, Pakistani clone, and then the 110, and you could see from these three. Pretty durable sheath. This one's more of a decent sheath. Meanwhile, this one's basically about to fall apart. And now we get to the knife itself, the folding knife. Now, let's go see. This is how you open it. This little button, you can close it. Pretty simple. Of course, you also have is brass on both sides. Of course, these are basically thin brass on this. Also have it on inside of it too. Basically a pretty big one in there. Of course, you have is the, let's see, you got a pin, a silver pin for the blade part. Well, for the brass pins is basically, see, basically two of them on there. Of course, 6 is basically 3 on both sides. Well, 1 is on both sides. And of course, 8 pins, well, actually, 6 pins on both sides. Well, this one's basically to hold this guy. Basically, they hold the lock blade mechanism. Of course, there is on the blade it says stainless Pakistan, and there's nothing on that side. And now we get to the comparison. Let's see, there's the Pakistani. This one's very much pretty thinner. This one's much more thicker than the Pakistani version. Well, this one is basically the 110. Basically had almost the same size. Have the same size as it is. But on this one's a little bit, it's a little bit thinner, but you can see like the pins are like holding on it. Of course, the shape, this one's much more sharper shape than, well, this guy basically is almost identical. Like, it's actually almost identical. But the difference is you could see this one right here. I think this is much more similar to one of an old timer folding knife. Again, to the 110, but I forgot the name of it, but I know for a fact it does have its similar look like it is. That you can definitely know. Oh yeah, and people who, when you catch on to this, and I forgot to did know, is this one's look like it's turning green. I guess it's yeah, it's almost like turning green in some of the areas, like the pins and the crack on this, the cracks on these. it's not falling apart and all, so you could definitely know. And the shape, it is differently shaped. They just like grind the piece of wood on this. It also is pretty rough like wood, so I guess it is just like made the wood much more smoother. So the size on the pocket knife basically is around about 3.5 inches, basically just like the 110. Meanwhile, for the handle, while it's closed, would be around about of 5 inches. Meanwhile, for the overall size, would be around about of basically almost 9 inches. So let's test this bad boy out. The results out there is not really good. I mean, these are that one, okay, that one's, but yeah, there's like multiple strikes on this one, and you could definitely know that this one wasn't pretty good. Actually, it's so bad that the stabbing part was basically pretty easy. Like, is it really that sharp? I mean, oh, I think you just need to probably sharpen it even more so you can, and probably oil it so you can do the striking. And let's hope it doesn't rust quickly, which that's another thing. So, as you could definitely know, let's see. Now, it doesn't have it could clean cut through the thing, but you could definitely know, like the 110. But probably got to be, basically turn into, the 110 sandwich. Yes, you could definitely know, like a 110 sandwich. As you can see. Like, the NRA clone is basically sandwiched in there. So, I give the 110 NRA clone an astounding of a 4 out of 10. A 5 out of 10. Now, it's okay, like, it isn't just like, pretty thin like the Pakistani clone. So, it's okay for what it is. Well, that's, well, tune in next time, and I hope we, aren't going to, like, shrink it down like something similar to this guy. Right? I mean, well, tune in next time to see that. So that wraps up the 110 NRA clone. I'm Artillo Boy, and I'm signing out. I see you guys next time.